Welcome to my FlatLand world. Today's plan is to build a town in 3 parts: an industrial area, a residential area, and a farming area. This video is part 1, which is the farming area, but before that we have to finish my house. I start by making paths everywhere, then outline the paths with cobble stairs to separate them from the gardens, which will be added later. For now we make a fountain. Add lights everywhere. Then make where the ponds will go. Add water to the cobble stairs and the ponds. Now I put leaves along the cobble stairs to act like a sort of hedge thing. Then added lily pads, tea, pickles, sugarcane, and flowers everywhere. And I also make a waterfall that goes on a castle wall. I made a small bridge, added some small wheat fields, and built a small rundown gardening shack hidden in some trees. Then started to make an enclosed willow tree area, and also added some other trees. Then I finished the castle walls by extending towers, which made it look so much better. Now it's time for the cliff that the castle is on. So I added some stones to make more texture, be a little bit more realistic. Then I added some small trees to add even more detail. Now onto this small island right here. Make a dock, some storage, and a lighthouse, also adding trees and some texture to the island, just like what I did with the other place. And now for the most time-consuming part of the project, which took way too long, so please consider subscribing. Well, anyways, let's start by laying out the paths and the roads. Then making a small gazebo-like thing. Also a bridge to connect the paths. And making a dock. Now for the houses, a small stone hut for fishing by the dock. Then a storage barn to hold all the cargo from the dock. Now a fancier house made from spruce and white concrete. Then a big brick house, maybe for a very rich villager. Next is the spruce and diagonal house. Now this house with a half underground basement thing, as you can see from this clip. Then this fancy sandstone and birch house with an acacia roof. And finally, the last house, a windmill, which we add a wheat field around later. And I lied, there are 3 more houses which the recording did not save. Same with some trees I added later, those did not get recorded. Anyways, the next thing I did was add some walls to separate everything, which you can see in black on this map. Next thing I made was this lake. And added some plants and foliage around it. Filled it with water, of course. Now I have to build some gardens everywhere, enclosed in cobble. Now for the wheat fields around the windmill, like I said earlier. Then I made some big rocks and used some bone meal to add some flowers and grass, making sure to break the too tall grass, so it's not just like too tall blocking the view. And I also made a small pond/lake. And that's how I made all of this. Next time I will be building the residential area, but for now, click here to see how I built my house in my FlatLand world.